It's Friday. We are doing part 8 in the tactics and tantrums of Brigadier Kininda. Let me tell you, this one is going to be an interesting one. So make sure you stay till the end because, wow. So this is what we know so far, okay? We are all about the confession of Bongani Ntanzi. And listen, this video, for me, of all the parts that we've done, this one, I promise you, is going to have such revelations. So here's what we know. On the 19th of June 2020, Bongani Ntanzi was taken out of the Pretoria North cells and taken to court. Okay, he was taken to court so that he could face the crimes, okay, the crimes against him, which in that. So here's what we know about Bongani Ntanzi per the state's case, okay, their version of how he even got into custody. All we know is jiggy on the 19th of June 2020, Bongani Ntanzi was taken out of the Pretoria North jail, okay, police station, and they drove him to court. When they got to court, the matter was not enrolled, which is 163. When they say the matter is not enrolled, it means Mr. Prosecutor man decided, there's not too much here to take this to court, because basically the state doesn't take a case to court, does not enroll a case to court unless they feel they're going to win it or unless they feel their case is strong. The state does not, sadly, take a case forward just for them to go and lose. Have you heard? Baloyi has never lost a case. There's a reason for that, okay? He chooses what he wants and he feels can win. That's why some cases become cold cases, because it's like, it's not too much to work with here. The state typically wants to win. That's how it rolls, okay? Now that we've got that out of the way, they arrived at court and jiggy case 163, the murder charge for Bongani Ntanzi was not enrolled. So therefore, Bongani Ntanzi was supposed to be released because there's nothing there. There's nothing there, okay? But no. Bongani Ntanzi decides, wow, oh my goodness, what a day. What an amazing day. I just confessed to the SENZO MEYIWA trial. These guys are talking about they have me arrested for 30 plus different cases because I'm such a dangerous criminal, okay? So dangerous because of whatever Buthelezi told the police, but now I'm in custody for 30 plus cases. You know what? Of the 30 plus cases, let me see which one do I want to confess on. Eeny, meeny, miny. You know what? Let's go with the SENZO MEYIWA trial. Let's go with the SENZO MEYIWA trial. Let me go ahead and confess on that one. Let me not confess on the one that I'm about to go to court in, that I'm about to face charges on in court. I haven't even been charged for the SENZO MEYIWA trial. But you know what? I feel like it's a good day. It's the 19th of June 2020. It's such a great day. Somebody let me know what day of the week that was. Let me know what day of the week 19th of June 2020 was, because it feels like, Bongani Ntanzi said to himself, it's such a great day to just speak about a random case. And then Brigadier Kininda, and then, they get Bongani Ntanzi's confession taken, and then he's taken to court, and surprise, it's not enrolled. Let's get into the video. You need to hear this yourself, okay? You need to hear this yourself. Keep in mind, this is the police, South African Police Services. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, Mr. Ngomezulu. Thank you, my lord. Thank you very much for your indulgence, my lord, to stand in the down. Mr. Brigadier Kininda, let's just proceed. May I just start? I just want to understand, when the confession was taken on the 19th now of June, was it taken in the morning or in the afternoon?
It was taken in the morning, my lord.
When were you in possession? When were you given the documents relating to the confession? Was it the same day or day after?
No, it wasn't the same day. It would have been maybe a day or 2 days. I had to go to Lieutenant Colonel Rapado's office in Enade to collect the confession form, my lord.
All right, I'll get into the confession part. But what I want to check is when the matter was not placed on the roll in phosphorus in the morning after the alleged confession was taken, was it a decision to direct Sergeant Mkhane and Sergeant Mabena to take accused number 2 to Rustenburg?
No, so let me start here, my lord. The confession was taken in the morning. The matter was not enrolled, I think, around afternoon.
Yes.
So when they were done, I think it was around 2 or so afternoon. Um, then the decision, my lord, I wouldn't say it was my directive because what I know, I was made aware of the outcome and the fact that they needed to follow up on other investigations relating to accused number 2. And in addition to that, then the issue of the wood. That is why then I said I will meet them in Bukeng, my lord. So it was not one incident. Sergeant Mohane was sitting with a number of dockets that he wanted to follow also in that province. And then this one, the issue of the wood, then become also part of that. And I then said I would meet them in Bukeng police station, my lord.
Now, the issue of the hoodie, I cannot assume that it came up after a confession has been made. I'm concerned about after the matter has been withdrawn or was not placed on the roll. So the accused was not going to be released in any event according to your evidence because of those dockets that Mkhano had.
No, my lord. So the accused was released insofar as the matters that he was detained for. What then transpired after he was released, you can call it an interview. And it happens all the time, my lord. For example, people get involved in accident-related matters. They could call to the police station as suspect when they know very well that perhaps you may have been negligent. They will take a warning statement. That is an interview. You will be released. It doesn't mean that when you are interviewed on a specific matter, while you are with the police during that period, you can call it detention because you are with the police, but there's still a decision that the police, if they feel at that moment they can't move on you, then they will release you. It happens. So what transpired after the docket was not placed to the time when the second date kicked in, it was an interview on various matters and the cooperation that accused was giving. It wasn't a detention, because if it was a detention, then charges would have been set to him what is being detained for and would have been processed accordingly. It was a continuation of interview that started while he was in detention. Because when I was following, my lord, an alibi that he gave us on the 18th, which said he was at work, that was part of the interview. It was not a detention. When I was with him, we went to his work. He was not in detention for this matter. It was an interview. We followed that alibi. It didn't materialize. So it was a continuation of interviews insofar as the hoodie and whatever the Sergeant Mohane was following, my lord.
When it comes to interviewing a suspect, taking you back to the alibi that we had to follow up on, was there anything recorded, especially from the 18 when you interviewed accused number 2? Did you record the rights that you have explained to accused number 2? Did you record the conversation between you and accused or any kind of admission?
My lord, I did make entries on my diary. I might not obviously, because it's the diary, you summarize, and the copies which have been made to the defense is very clear of what was followed and the fact that he made confessions, my lord. And I gave the defense the copy of the diary of the 18th.
Right. Accused now is released from Phosphorus Court. He is now conveyed to Rustenburg. You said it was not your instruction to take him to Rustenburg.
I'm saying, my lord, I was aware. So if the position I was sitting in, I'm a commander. So obviously I didn't say they mustn't do it because I believed what they were embarking on was a legitimate follow-up or work-related issues. I was aware they were going there to follow up on what Sergeant Bongani had insofar as the other investigations. And in addition, then the issue of the hoodie came up. That is why I had interest. My interest was simply on the hoodie because it relates to this matter. The other matter, Sergeant Mohane, is something that you could deal with.
So when you Sergeant Mohane proceeded, and which came to your knowledge that they went to Rustenburg, was there any warrant of search that was applied for?
No, there was no warrant of search, my lord, that was applied for.
The brigadier put himself in that position, okay? Why? Because he was saying, I. What did he say that put him in this position? He said, I was aware. I was their commander. Of course I was aware. So now that he is in that tiny little corner that he put himself in, then Advocate Ngomezulu strikes and he says, was there a warrant of a search for that was applied for? You guys went to Pugang and you were searching the searchation, but you did not have a warrant of search? How? With all the 30 years experience? I mean, you were aware. I mean, what did he say? I was the commander. So I was aware. Did you not ask these subordinates of yours, these team members, Sergeant Mohane, Sergeant Mabena, did you get the warrant of search? So the brigadier is forced into saying, no, we did not. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why the case was thrown out, because they didn't have a warrant of search, okay? You don't have a warrant of search. How are we supposed to know you actually did find the ammunitions where you're supposed to find them? But Asikolapo, we're on the SENZO MEYIWA trial. Let's go back to what the brigadier as well said earlier, which also caught my attention. This is when Advocate Ngomezulu said the accused was not going to be released because of those other dockets. So after they found out that the case 163 was not on the roll, technically, Bongani Ntanzi was supposed to walk out of the station. But Advocate Ngomezulu says, so he wasn't going to be released. You guys knew you were not going to release him. No matter what, you were not going to release him. Brigadier Kininda says, no. We did release him. He was released, for that matter. You see, that's a play on words. Brigadier Kininda is saying that he was released. Why are you saying he wasn't released? He was released for the matter that he was detained for. But Gigi, we've got other dockets that we needed to talk to him about, so we didn't just let him walk out onto the street. We took him now to Rustenburg to have further conversations with him, further interviews with him, and then it goes on and on and on. So yeah, let me know your thoughts with regards to Bongani Ntanzi being released, and also the fact that, being released according to Brigadier Kininda, and also the fact that there was no warrant of search. How can such a seasoned, highly decorated team member not have a warrant of search for his team? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's continue listening on.
So you wouldn't be surprised why accused number 2 was acquitted at Tlabane court, due to the fact that there was no warrant of search, among other reasons why he had to be acquitted, among other reasons.
Yeah, my lord, so no one knew that in his residence, insofar as I know, because I was there, although I didn't go inside, the local police and my investigation team went inside. We didn't go there to look for ammunition. No one knew that ammunition would be found. It just so happened that when they were looking for the hoodie, then ammunition were found. And in that matter, in Pugang, that's why I didn't testify. I didn't submit a statement as well. So I don't know what reasons were given to make the court come to that decision. But yes, I think that's justice. You have to prove your case beyond reasonable doubt. But I was not there. I was not part of those proceedings.
As we speak, this is what I also put to Sergeant Mkhane. As we speak, accused number 2 is facing this charge of murder under 636. That's the only matter against him at the moment.
Well, when you say this is perhaps the right context, my lord, it's the only matter that has been enrolled. But if you ask, is the only investigation that is facing, the numerous of them, my lord. But yes, the only matter that is on the court roll, it is this matter.
All right. Let's get into the confessions part of my questions. Have you taken a confession before?
Listen, Advocate Ngomezulu might be late, but one thing is he definitely gave the brigadier a run for his money. That question came out of nowhere, and the way that I laughed. Have you taken a confession before? Advocate Gomezulu, how could you? This is a brigadier, okay? He's a brigadier with 30 years experience in the South African Police Services. He's a commissioned officer. What do you mean, have you taken a confession before? But let me tell you something. I don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to start part 8. I can't even believe we're in part 8. No, part 9 in a separate video because, Brigadier Kininde pulls out his claws with that one. How dare Advocate Ngomezulu ask that question? But before I close this, I want to talk about these clips where Advocate Ngomezulu is asking about, we're going to find ammunitions. We didn't know. We might be policemen with experience many years. This was in 2020, okay? He was arrested June 16, 2020, and then you start going on these 12 duties with him. In 2020, you were looking for a hoodie that he would have worn at the SENZO MEYIWA trial, crime in 2014. So Bongani Ntanzi, the hoodie that he had from 2014, he would have kept it. And what would you have proved with this hoodie? And how were you going to prove that this hoodie is from 2014 and that he didn't buy it in 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015? How are you going to prove that? Is this the only hoodie that was made in 2014 that was going to aid in that provation? What was so unique about this hoodie? That has me highly concerned, ladies and gentlemen. But not only that, did they also have a search warrant for the hoodie? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You know what? Let me end this video here. I don't want to make it too long because it's Friday, okay? Gotta keep it nice, short, and sweet. Last day of the month, guys. We made it. January ends tonight, okay? But not only that, we then can start a countdown to go back to the Pretoria North High Court on Monday to find out what Nisi has in store. My prediction, another adjournment. There's no way he's read through 35,000 and his pages and is ready to proceed with Brigadier Kininde. I could be wrong. But I don't know. I don't think we're proceeding. Let me end it right here. Thanks so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please go ahead and drop a soccer ball. Please make sure you also type justice for SENZO MEYIWA because, hello, this is why we are gathered and following through with this. I've enjoyed doing this series. If you have enjoyed it too, please drop a 2 in the comment section down below and we'll continue on. I didn't expect it to be this long, this series, but there's just so many nuggets, okay? So many nuggets within the inside Pagati. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.